Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. And today I really wanted to use the new Bistro kit, so I decided I would make kind of like a little kitchen bistro coffee bar kind of situation, but I also wanted to put an apartment upstairs. So I do have this set as a residential lot right now, and it's on the Blue Velvet lot in Willow Creek, but I think that it'll still work if you have it set as a residential lot, because I did kind of test it out, and what I did was I had my playtester sim create a club of coffee lovers or whatever, and I had them, add a bunch of people to the club, and they came over, and she hired a mixologist for the bar, and she has a little stage for music. Everybody played music, everyone had a good time. So I feel like you could play this as a residential just for the vibes, and just have a club set up with the get-together pack so that you could have people here socializing, spending money, doing all the things. But if you did want to set it as a cafe or a restaurant lot, you could do that as well, because I include some of the items from Dine Out, like the waiter station and the hostess station or the host station in here as well. I kind of try to include everything just in case you wanted to change the lot type. However, you can't live here if it's a restaurant, although technically I guess you could just never go home, but you also can't really lock the doors unless you're the owner of the restaurant. It can get a little complicated, but it is possible and you can totally figure it out. But first I wanted to come up with the shape. I kind of wanted this very long oblong brick section to match the brick building on the other side, and then the little bump out, the biggest bump out, is in a green siding, and I just wanted that to look like kind of the new extension of the building. And then there's also another bump out for the staircase that goes upstairs to the apartment. But we are finally breaking out some of the new Bistro kit items, and I paired them with this base game counter too on the side. It doesn't quite match the same countertop on the bar, but I think it's close enough. So that is what we went with. And then I made this little stage. It's just one little platform height up, so that you can put instruments and a microphone, maybe I think I put a piano, and I think I also did, oh yes, I went into the gallery and I got a fake drum set, and I'll pop the name up when that pops into the video here. But we're trying to figure out this table situation because I wanted to use the new booths, but unfortunately if you have like two booths on either side of the table, it doesn't really leave a lot of room to get in. It just doesn't look very comfortable. It doesn't look very realistic to me. So what I did was I did a booth on one side and then chairs on the other. Here I am working on the stage now. We're adding a microphone, which I believe is an unlocked item. Here I am pulling out this fake drum set, and I'll pop this user's name up on the screen right here, but they are really talented, and I love this tool modded fake drum set. It has some lights on it and a shield in the front. I don't know, it just looks really cool. I did have to dim some of the lights that were used to make this drum set because it was so bright and it just backlit everything, but it thought it looked really fun. And then also the curtains from Dine Out, because I thought that was perfect, were just behind the stage. You'll also see I added some bistro tables, and I'm just kind of moving stuff around. I do end up moving that bar out a little bit. I do realize right now in the playback it is a little close, but I do move that out. Also added just one little step to give a little separation. This little corner back here ends up being the kitchen space, so I use the Home Chef Hustle counters and appliances. First I laid out with some base game ones, but I did change my mind and I went with Home Chef Hustle instead because I really like these countertops and these appliances. I think they're just so cool looking and they look really fancy. So close that off, and then I added two swinging doors from Dine Out because they just look like kitchen doors to me. And then we have this little section over here is where she's going to have her stand mixer and some other decorations up on the wall from Cool Kitchen stuff. I just like this little wall decoration with the shelf with all the cluttery items. I thought it looked nice here, and some knives on a magnetic strip behind it, and then also some cookbooks because I thought that was essential, and some upper head cabinets as well. They are from Home Chef Hustle, and they're just to fill in this space up top here. I didn't want to put them all the way up high because this is medium wall height, and then they just look a little silly when they're all the way up on the wall. Also, this lovely vintage looking coffee maker, I love it. So I put it out here where the bar is, and when I moved everything out a little bit, I definitely had enough room for that, so I was excited to use this one. I think it looks really good even in a home setting. Unfortunately, it just makes regular coffee. It doesn't make, fancy coffees, but I'm sure there's a mod for that where you can, have any coffee pot able to make fancy bistro or cafe coffees. So I thought that was nice. Also, some base game brown flooring to match the brown wood on the like bar back and also on the bar. Adding a little platform trim. I just trying to keep it kind of muted, so I use like a taupey color. And I think the flooring that's on the stage is just, it's in tile, I believe, and it's kind of like a foamy texture. I thought it looked nice, but maybe it's like noise canceling or something. I don't know. Or just soft and cozy to stand on for a long time while you're playing your instrument. Also added some wall decorations, this new painting from the Bistro kit, and then this wall kind of chalky looking drawing, and I think that is from, oh goodness, it's either from high school years or it's from the horse ranch pack. And then also some flowers and a little light and a little drinks tray on top of the piano, just in case the musicians get thirsty and they need some water. That's their little water tray. Also some more decorations over here, a little guitar poster, and then another music poster here, and another wall decal. I think that one's definitely from the horse ranch pack. More of these paintings. It's the same one from the other side, but they come in so many cool swatches and I love them. So I wanted to put them over here behind the booth seating on this side. I thought that looked nice. And some little table candles from the Dine Out pack. And then also added this lovely couch from Crystal Creations because it matches the wall that I chose, and that's also from the new Bistro kit. I really like this new kit. I think it came with a lot of really nice things for making community lots, but I think you could also use them in your home too. I don't see why not, especially if you have like a fancy mansion. Maybe you have like a fancy bar in your Sims mansion and you want to really give it that neat look. Now here is a quick look at the front entryway because I lost all this footage, but you'll see I have the host station and the waiter station. These are the bathrooms. They're very simple. They have like paper towels and hand sanitizer. And then here is the kitchen all cluttered up just with some Home Chef Hustle stuff. I know I didn't really give you that much of a look. I apologize. There will be more details in the screenshots, but there's a lot going on down there and I just lost all of it. And then of course, here's the upstairs. I did make a little bathroom here. There's the bedroom. I just kind of placed the furniture down that I wanted to use. Here is the upstairs entryway / living room / office. It's just very tiny and cozy. And of course, they have the couch and chair from Book Nook Kit, as well as the bookshelves kind of built in where their TV is. And then in the kitchen, they have more Home Chef Hustle countertops and upper head cabinets and appliances because I wanted to repeat that just in a different swatch. And the table is from Laundry Day. The chairs are from My Wedding Stories. And they also have a lovely little front porch space. So the tile on the ground is from For Rent. And then I grabbed the base game sliding door and also these base game windows. And then over here, we have just some base game windows going in. I do change that square or rectangular window in the living room to a smaller version of like the double circular kind of long windows because I just like that look a little bit more, especially from the outside. And then the little bathroom gets one little window. Here in the kitchen, we're just moving some stuff around so we can clutter up the space. I also wanted to add one more chair. I don't know if I kept that one or if I got rid of it in the end. I'm hoping that nobody gets stuck there. I did play test this and my Sim didn't get stuck. I had her sit in every single chair, but you know how Sims are. If they get out on the wrong side, all of a sudden they're stuck up against the wall. So that could be an issue. I tested it to the best of my ability, as I always do. And then back here, I thought, you know what? She needs a back porch too. But for now, I was thinking, oh, it'll just be like a decorative back porch. And I was also thinking that the flat roof would look nice on this side because then it matches some of the other buildings in this area. But I actually really like the kind of Victorian style roof that is on the brick side. So I do repeat that later on. For now, we are going to work on the entryway. This is like the back entrance for the Sim who owns the building to come in and go up to her apartment. And then at the entryway to the kitchen, I added some aprons and a little bag. Here is a little organizational shelf here. Maybe they keep like the spare linens or towels or whatever down here. And then I think I also add a little coat rack here. This one's from high school years. I thought it was really cute. Added some coats and such from the Dream Home Decorator pack, as well as some shoes, because I think that this is like the landing pad for when they get in and then when they're getting ready to go up to their apartment. And yes, you can lock this door for whoever if you have this as a residential lot. Again, I don't know if you set it as a cafe. I don't think you can really lock this door, so you might have random Sims up in your apartment, but I'm hoping that it'll be pretty universal for everybody to use no matter how they want. I also added a laundry basket and a standing washer and dryer stackable because I thought that was a good touch, especially if you're working in the kitchen and you have like greasy or dirty clothes. You can just easily throw them right in the washer as soon as you're done your shift and just go about your day. And then when you're done, you can, come down and switch them. Also a little bulletin board, because maybe that's where she keeps like her reminders, or if people want to come in and, provide her with her ingredients, like local farms or something, maybe that's where she keeps all those phone numbers and information. Here's more of those windows going in. Like I said, I added a smaller version because I like it behind the couch. And then the curtains I use are also from Dream Home Decorator. They're like a pinky, kind of orangey and blue, stripey. I just thought they looked really cool, and they kind of livened up the walls a little bit because I didn't want to throw too much decoration on the walls. It's already a very squishy little spot, and I didn't want it to be overwhelming. But I did add some plants. There's one from For Rent, and then up on the wall we have Bloomin' Rooms plant, and also a little game console next to the TV, and I thought that was nice. Here is the mirror from the new Bistro kit, and I just used Tool Mod to lower it a little bit. It was just slightly too high. Also the thermostat, and then I add some shelves underneath just to clutter up a little bit. I think I add like a little notebook or maybe like a diary, a phone book, something like that, and some other little doodads like a coin jar. I also add this lovely little book tray with a coffee cup on it, and over here on the computer desk I add some pens and pencils and a notebook. Again, maybe she takes lots of notes, maybe she's looking up recipes or looking up different ways to advertise, and she's taking notes on how to best use her simoleons in her business ventures. And then also some lovely food paintings, just generic up above the staircase because I needed something there. And here's the bathroom. We use the tub from Growing Together because I very much enjoy that. And then the countertops are from Dream Home Decorator as well, in this blue and white and kind of honey wood tone. And also this mirror from Growing Together because I think it works really well with the rest of the color scheme in here. Just a normal base game sink. And then of course our bathroom clutter stuff because I use it in every single build and it cannot be helped. But we have the soap pump and the toothpaste cup and some lotions and perfumes and such, and the toilet plunger and the toilet paper and some towels just haphazardly on the countertop because that makes sense to me. That is pretty much how my sink always looks, cluttered up with a bunch of stuff. And then we have a little shelf or a little medicine cabinet going above the toilet because that's where she keeps her extra stuff, and she has some toilet paper rolls and of course a candle. It is customary to have a candle in the Sims bathroom. Thank you, bathroom clutter stuff. And then or bathroom clutter kit, should I say. And then we have the herringbone tile, which I love, from Growing Together. And then I also use this For Rent tile in here, and I just pieced them together to make a lovely mosaic on the floor because I really love that blue tone. But I did change the tone of the wallpaper to be more of that bright blue because I thought it was nice, and a brown towel to offset a little bit of the blue. Now in here you'll see I did already put tile on the floor and walls, but I wasn't loving it, so I do end up changing it after I add these two windows behind the kitchen area because there wasn't a whole lot of light in here from the windows besides from the front, and I wanted something. So even though those windows are just looking out to the roof of the other building, I still thought it looked nice. And then we have some like berries and cream going here on the counter behind the waffle maker. I thought that was nice. Some more wall mounted utensils, also smoke detector because we need that. And then we have the dish rack that mounts on the wall from Home Chef Hustle just behind the sink. Here I am changing the wall tile to just this plain white brick-ish subway tile because I thought that was a little bit better, a little more suited for the space. And then I do change the floor tile to the one from For Rent. It's kind of like a pinkish tone, and it also matches the wood tone and the texture of the counters. Also, that little like herby planter there in front of the window I thought was perfect. Maybe they just grow there in the sun and it's very close to the sink. She can water them. Some more clutter going up, of course. And then here we have some window shades from the Desert Luxe pack because I really, really like that one. And adding a flower to the center of the table. Also pulled out some lemon and orange planters that are just decorative. They're out on the front patio. And then I use this pole from the toddler stuff pack, I believe. It goes with the hanging lights, the fairy lights, and I find the center of the table with that so that I can make sure I have everything centered when I use alt placement. It is a very handy little trick. Don't worry, I do end up getting rid of it because I forgot it for a while, but we're adding the new trash can, one of those new items that came with like the, I don't know what you're going to call it, the rewards, the reward items, I don't know. Here I am fixing up that roof. I finally made it the same as the other side. And then we have the bedroom, finally adding this door from Base Game that matches the windows. And then we have our end tables and lamps. Those are from high school years, and then the lamps are from Seasons. And I just really was kind of leaning into like this blue and yellow theme a little bit. So I didn't really know what to put in this room because I did choose this dresser from Growing Together and also the mirror. But it was a pretty big space and I didn't know what else to put in here. I didn't want to put, there's already a computer in the living room. I didn't want to put a chess table because that seemed kind of silly. I did pick this blue wallpaper and the same flooring, and then also the rug from For Rent because it's just so cute. So instead, I just ended up adding some plants. This one right here is one of my favorites. And then I also add the Chase Lounge extension piece from Dream Home Decorator, and I do change it to this yellow tone, and I also add the lamp from Growing Together because I like the modern look of it. Here I am replacing those original Cool Kitchen Stuff paintings with these instead of like the breakfast items that came with Dine Out. I really, really like those paintings, and I thought they added a little bit more dimension to that wall rather than just some flat posters. I really wish those were on canvas instead of just flat posters because I really do like those posters from Cool Kitchen Stuff. I just don't like that they're so flat. Here we are, we just added another wall light and a little plant from Jungle Adventure to the bedroom, and that's pretty much it. I kept it really empty. So if you ever wanted to like add a vanity table, that is totally up to you. But out here on the back patio, we have a nice cozy little seating space and a little drinks tray that came with the Riviera Retreat kit. Also a easel that is from the Career Unlocks and a bonsai tree, because why not? And then we have out front here some more empty planters that your sim can use. Maybe she likes to grow a bunch of her herbs and vegetables and fruits that she uses in her recipes, so I thought that was a nice touch. And I also wanted the pizza oven, put that in the kitchen. And instead of a grill out here, I did decide on a little patio table, so I just choose this one from Base Game. I thought it was really cute. And then the same chairs from inside, only I changed the swatch to the white swatch. And of course we have another table light because I have to. More of these patio lights or porch lights back here as well. I also use them on the back patio, and some more columns and spandrels up on the front, and I just gave them a little bit of like ottoman seating out front here and some more of these plants, and I just scooched them in a little bit to make them fit better. That's pretty much it for that space. I would like to keep things kind of simple, but also, like give it enough clutter that it has personality already when you download it. But if you wanted to add more, you totally could. Also, you'll see I added some more lights inside. You'll see it for like a brief second. Those are also from the new Bistro kit, and then the wine paintings that are on the back of the wall. I just tried to make it really cozy, but I didn't want it to look like an old TGI Fridays where it had just all the flair all over the wall, all of the different road signs and random movie posters and like junk in general. So I tried to keep a good balance of stuff on the wall versus not too much stuff. I also wanted to add some vines over here, so I used these ones from the Cottage Living Debug. I really like that. And then out here we have a little sign going out front. I did choose this one from Growing Together. It has like some coffee and pastries and stuff on it. And then out front, I did want to add a little tree as well, just to kind of blend it in. So I picked this one, and then I pull out the planter that came with the For Rent debug, and I just sized it down a little bit with Tool Mod, and I made it fit in that little tiny square. I think that's awesome. And then here we have some of the same stage lights that I use. I just size them down. They're from Base Game, I believe. And I also put them all throughout the flower beds so that the whole building will be lit up nicely, but you can barely see the lights. It's not like super obnoxious. I really like how the stage came out, by the way. And in the screenshots, you'll see more of that stage in action because I did have my Sims playing a whole bunch of instruments, adding one more window on this side just because it looked kind of empty. That side of the building is not super pretty because of course it's, facing the other building, but that's okay. I don't think it really matters. Also, here's some landscaping. I just threw in some basic bushes, some debug like planters and big flowers and stuff. I just wanted to make it look, easily manageable. Like, they have a gardener who comes and just fertilizes, trims back, keeps them nice, and that's pretty much it. They don't have a big outback garden because she has a patio garden instead that is close to where she lives. That way she doesn't have to come all the way down the stairs and outside in the morning. That would be a pain in the butt if you lived in this apartment. So adding some more of these trees and some more of the lights, I think it's very cute. I just tried to keep it really nice and cozy. There's no outdoor space here, but there's plenty of sidewalked off space. So if you wanted to expand or like have a pool or have more outdoor dining or like add something else to this lot, there's still plenty of room to do so. Or if you put it on a smaller lot, it'll still fit because a lot of the space is just not a whole lot, you know what I mean? So I tried to give it enough personality, but also enough room for you to just do what you want with it. And here is the final product. I really hope that you stick around for the screenshots. You'll see everything in action. I also added some awnings from the new Bistro kit right out front, and I think it's just super, super cute. I've been playing with it now for a few days because the sim that lives here and owns the restaurant has been having a lot of fun exploring all the home chef hustle aspirations. If you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see in the future. I'd really like to hear from you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.